Yo, what's going on, guys? Cinematic, and I'm bringing you a vlog about how I think that people are being desensitized. And basically, I think people have been desensitized by movies, music, things like that. But, right before I jump into this, I don't think that it's the entertainment side's fault at what's going on. I think it basically comes down to our society. The younger generations growing up differently than we did, and our parents did on down the line. But um, I don't really know how to explain it. I don't know where it begins. But I think that a lot of the younger people, either in my age range or younger, are growing up desensitized to a lot of things. As in, you know, how do I explain it? By the time I was able to watch horror movies and things like that, which I did start watching, horror movies and things like that at an early age, I knew that it was pretty much fake. Now, I was actually young enough that I knew that it was a movie and it was fake, but it still would scare me, things like that. That's why you watch movies. Sometimes you watch a horror movie, you want to get scared, or jump or whatever. You watch comedy because you want to laugh, blah, 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 and down the line. You watch action movies because you want to see action, which, a lot of action movies involve a lot of killing and shooting and things like that. And my biggest thing is I think that one of the major problems is that we as parents aren't instilling the right things into our children. Like, some kids are growing up thinking that it's okay when you see people shooting people and crazy shit going on. um, they start to think that Freddy and Jason and the guys from Scream or whatever, they're cool. They glamorize that shit, and then in their head it becomes okay to do the crazy stuff that they do. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. I don't know, but that's just my thoughts on the whole situation. Now, when it comes to music, I have never ever took music in that way. Like, if I hear a depressing song, I will probably listen to it if I'm not depressed. But guess what? If I feel a little depressed, I might listen to it to kind of ease the depression. Like, I don't know how that makes sense to you, but if I'm depressed or sad and I listen to a depressed or sad song, it doesn't make me more depressed and sad. It actually relieves some of that, stuff from inside of me, makes me feel better, actually. Because I can relate to a lot of music. I relate to a lot of music because I actually listen to music for emotional purposes, and just from everything from wanting to get hyped up to wanting to be mellowed out to wanting to hear something sad or depressing, or to hear something about whatever. Like, whatever I'm listening for is usually to trigger emotions. Like, sometimes I just hear a certain instrumental, and that instrumental will like raise the hair on the back of my neck, send shivers down my spine. I don't know what it is, but I just know that I like the feeling. It makes me feel okay. But when you hear people say like, "Oh, I went and did this because I was listening to an Ozzy Osbourne record," or "I shot that guy because I've been listening to Tupac all my life, and now it just kept telling me to do it," type shit, like shit like that to me. Or when someone says, "I'm gonna blow something up because my favorite movies, this guy blows all kinds of shit up," to me that's ridiculous. And that's where I think the desensitization has came. And to break away from entertainment side, I think another thing is when we see stuff like this one lunatic, one ice pick, the three guys, one hammer, and all that kind of stuff, and we know it's real. A lot of us don't watch. People don't usually watch that at first because they're a sicko, or they. I want to see motherfuckers get. It's intriguing. It's interesting, and it's sick at the same time. It's something that you turn on and it disgusts you, and you just can't believe that it's real. But knowing that it is real is what intrigues you to, like, you know what I mean? Like, if I said, "Hey, there's a video of some guy like chopping all his fingers off," you're gonna be like, "That's sick," and at the same time, you're gonna be like, "Where's the link?" Because you don't necessarily want to see a guy do it. You just in your head can't believe that someone's really doing it, so you want to see it for verification. But then I think somewhere along in doing all this kind of stuff, like having the internet now. I think the internet plays a major part in it because now almost anything you want, you can access it through the internet. Some people, I don't know, I think some people get lost in that kind of stuff and start thinking like, well, maybe it's not so bad. I watched him brutally beat that guy to death, but now it's not so bad. So I don't even know how. I can't figure it out in my head because I don't think like that. I see somebody get the shit beat out of them, and it literally turns my stomach. Like, I used to watch like hood brawls and all that kind of crazy stuff. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys have heard of Kimbo Slice. I seen the video where Kimbo Slice, and that was more organized than like hood brawls and all that kind of different stuff and backyard brawls and all that. I seen Kimbo Slice hit the dude and the fucking dude's eye like halfway rolls out of his face. It was sickening. Like, I did watch it. I watched it because I was like, there ain't no way this dude just hit this dude in the head and knocked his eyeball out. And then I seen it and I was like, this is fucked up. And it's a fine line. Like, they were boxing, so I don't know. I guess you could call that, I don't even know what you would call that. Would that be entertainment, or is that, I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. All I know is that I see something like that happen, the first thing I think is, I would never want to punch somebody in the eye and their eyeball roll out. Some people would say, oh, that should be cool if I hit a dude so hard his eyeball fell out. In reality, no. I mean, I don't think so in reality. And I don't know where it gets confused and twisted into this thing where people think it's okay, but, some people think that it's okay to do fucked up stuff, and, I'm trying to figure out. You guys can tell me what you think about it. I think, personally, that it's just people taking entertainment the wrong way, people taking the internet and kind of desensitizing themselves to stuff that they would think was just, atrocious. But now it's okay because they see it so much. Porn, I watch porn. I'm not going to lie. I've watched porn. Everybody I know has watched porn. I know little kids that have watched porn. I don't know. Porn is what it is. It's a form of entertainment. If you want to watch it, you want to watch it. I've never been really against, like, I've always kind of been like, I don't use drugs. I'm not really for drugs. But if you use them, whatever. It's not going to affect what I think about them. Porn, my biggest problem with porn is the fact that now you can go on the internet and you can see the most disgusting porn. And, like, think about this. Say you're 12 years old and you're just learning about sex. And you say, I want to see what porn is. And you go look up porn. Okay, fine, whatever. You've seen something you're going to eventually see anyways. But then you get into this porn where they're just doing disgusting stuff. I'm not going to go too much into detail on it. But, you got bestiality and all this other crazy stuff. And I'm not even going to, like, tell you graphically the things I've seen that I was like, what in the hell? But anyways, what I'm saying is, it's not just porn. You get to see anything and everything. So you get to see the sickest shit that isn't really acceptable to most people. Like, most women are not going to let you do that kind of stuff to them. Don't want you to do that kind of stuff to them. But when you start seeing it at 12, 13, 14, 15, by the time you're a grown man, some of these people have learned to accept this stuff. And they're like, it's normal to them. Is it normal to them because they've done it? No, it's normal to them because they've seen it over and over and over and over. So what do you think they're going to do when they start getting in relationships? Some people are going to be like, I know that this is not acceptable. Other people are going to be like, I wonder if I should try this or not. I wonder if she wants me to do it. Or, some women might think, I wonder if he wants me to do this. Because, there's some sick shit that women do to men in pornos. And then there's some people that are just going to be like, bah, see it all the time. They must like it. You know what I mean? Like, so, sorry to ramble on, guys. I know I'm rambling kind of because it's a broad topic. I could really talk about this shit for hours, and I'm trying to figure out ways to get my points out in this short period of time, but, I get a lot of these points I'll probably get out through interaction with you in the comments, like always. But what I'm getting to at the end of the day, I think it's our society, to some extent, is responsible. Not the entertainment, not the media, not the internet, I didn't even bring up gaming. I'm not even going to go into gaming. But you guys already know violence in gaming. I love it. But you guys already know some people take that shit literally and they get lost in this little world and they think it's okay. Not even going to go any further into the gaming part, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And really what I'm trying to find out is it our parents' fault? Is it our fault? Us that, guys like my age that have kids. Is it the kids' fault? I don't know. Whose fault is it? Because I can't blame the internet. I can't blame the TV. I can't blame music. To me, it has to be people or a person or certain people or whatever you want to call it. And it's probably for another topic discussion or whatever sometime. But I do somewhat have a little bit of blame that I say that some of our generation and even the generation before me have done, and I can't say that's just their fault, but for certain reasons, whether it's both parents have jobs and that kind of stuff or whatever it is, I feel like a lot of parents are letting the internet, the television, and the video games raise their children. They're letting them do whatever they want with those things. And that's why I say I can't blame the internet. I can't blame the television. I can't blame any of those things. I can blame the person who lets the young person that is still, kind of working their life out, like figuring out what life is. I can, somehow say that it's the people in charge of them, the parents or whatever, their fault for just blindly letting their children do whatever. And the reason I say this is because, I don't personally even like my children on the internet. And my son just turned 13. And for the most part, I know what he does on the internet. I know there's stuff that I can't stop him from. But I can tell you there's some stuff that I would catch him if he attempted to do it on the internet. I've also never wanted to, threaten my children or anything. I'm a pretty lenient person, but like I said, I do try to monitor and keep up with what's going on. I don't just say, oh, hey, you know what? Here's a laptop. Go get on the internet for 10 hours and do whatever you would like, and I don't care. I don't go that far. I don't do that. I try to give them as much freedom as possible, but there's a line that must be drawn in my mind. And I don't know. I'm going off subject now. I'm actually sweating now. I turned off the ceiling fan. Yeah, that's sweat. Whatever. Everybody said my face was red last time. That's actually a suntan. You just used to see me so pale. See, look. You barely see it because of the lighting, but farmer's tan. Anyways, I'm going to hop off here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll try to comment back. And, yeah. Subscribe to all my damn channels. I got 3 channels now. I actually have 2, and me and my best friend have a 3rd. So I'll link those in the description. Go subscribe to them, and I'm out. Peace.